No one can beat me. I cannot be defeated.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Part 2, because 2 is a bigger number than 1. STE and infinite regress. So, Chad, do you believe in, say, the number 7? Undoubtedly, he does. But wait, 7 is part of an infinite set. Moreover, it's part of 2 infinite sets, one inside the other. There's the infinite set of whole numbers, which itself contains the infinite set of real numbers. But clearly, 7 exists. Suddenly things in the middle of an infinite don't seem so impossible. Chad has what seems to be a very common feature of creationists, a very anthropocentric view of the universe. We are in the middle of an infinite series, not at the end of one. Even so, my retort remains unchanged. It's basically infinity over infinity, the set's matched, the result is 1. So things can happen, it just takes an eternity for them to do so. Area man does not understand infinity, declares it wrong. Atheists are not Americans. Just rubbish. Ignorant of history, ignorant of politics, no redeeming points, currency is not the basis for citizenship, 1 out of 10 would not bang. Converting atheists. To summarise, things are pretty, therefore God. Bible says God exists, therefore my God. Atheists should stop thinking. Yeah. Hey champ, anything is possible is untrue. Whoops, well there goes your argument. Anyway, what little knowledge I have acquired may well be false, and I am open to that possibility. So what? Biggest compliment. Atheists don't get involved in the things you call debates because you're an arsehole. That's pretty much it, you're a giant twat. What is the origin of the quantum vacuum? Krauss has never claimed that the quantum vacuum is pure nothingness. He claims, rightly, that quantum mechanics forbids pure nothingness. Chad's either being dishonest or ignorant, probably both. As for its origins, Krauss has suggested that quantum gravity produces analogous fluctuations to the fluctuations of quantum mechanics, so it arises spontaneously. Pure nothingness. Can pure nothingness ever exist? Quantum mechanics forbids it. Can Chad demonstrate that it can exist? He hasn't, and that's likely because he can't. I wonder if Chad's actually read Krauss's book. Probably not. It's got long words in it. Physicists had generally ceased to consider nothingness as a viable concept because of quantum mechanics long before Krauss wrote his book. Atheists link Jesus. Good grief, you're thick. Nowadays, historians tend to use current era and before current era rather than AD and BC, so I would have been born in 1991 CE. The point of the AD-BC crossover was calculated around 500 CE by a monk who likely got the year wrong, and the narratives of the Bible don't stack up and don't match to 1 year. Basically ignorant of history, which comes as no surprise.
Glory be to the King.
Thank you very much.
The theory of evolution debunked. This purported amazing deconstruction of the theory of evolution turned out to be Chad parroting another creationist's argument from incredulity. Next. Location. I'd like the spinal column to be better at supporting the body in an upright stance. The coccyx is also a terribly weak spot, so I'd like that gone. Using the same passageway for food and air is stupid, so I'd like those two to be separate. The recurrent laryngeal nerve would also be better routed straight to the larynx rather than around the aorta, so that chest injuries couldn't rob you of speech. The temples are also very exposed, so I'd like to see more bone there. On a personal note, I don't like how my hip bones stick out at the back, because it makes rolling out after landing from a jump very painful, so let's change them. I'd also like to see the appendix removed, and whatever slight function it may provide moved to a new organ that can't randomly get infected and kill you. I'd quite like an unlimited supply of T memory cells too, and for DNA repair mechanisms to be 100% efficient in normal cells. Also, I'd like to see the knees be better at taking impacts. More rods in the eyes for better nighttime vision, more types of cone for better colour acuity, and more cone cells towards the periphery of vision for better imagery production in those areas. If we could breathe as birds do, that would be great too. A modern point is that wisdom teeth are pretty much useless now, so let's get rid of them. Where does it make sense for joints to be? Evenly spread throughout a limb, or all bunched together? Well, more spread out, of course. Where does it make most sense for the brain to be? Near the sensory organs or away from them? Well, near them, of course. The problem is that Chad does not understand evolution, as evidenced by how did every single human characteristic evolve at its best, most efficient, desirable location at the exact same moment in history? They didn't. Not only did human traits precede modern Homo sapiens, but they also evolved over time at different times. Humans are far from perfect. Again, Chad proffers an incredibly asinine and arrogant anthropocentric view. This video is, frankly, fucking stupid, even for Chad. Most of the rest of Chad's recent output has been Chad whining like a kettle on boil about how he's owning people.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So that's the end of this menagerie of mistakes. If another is done, it will be on this fetid arguments, but don't hold your breath. Until next time, thanks for watching, and take care.